All right, live on YouTube, live on Rumble. Good morning, hello, and welcome to This Date in History, aka TDH. I am A.O. Xander. I will be joined by the Golden Loon here shortly. And of course, you viewer are you. This show is about interesting and important events that happened today throughout the annals of recorded history, starting with April 2nd, 2025. A lot of twos in that intro right there. What do we got here in the year 999? That's 3 nines. If anybody gets that reference, from that stupid commercial, that's 4 nines. Gerbert of Aurillac elected as the first French Pope. Ah, oui, oui, ha, ha, ha. 1513, explorer Juan Ponce de Leon claimed Florida for Spain as the first known European to reach Florida. And actually, as of yesterday, I've started to utilize my secondary source once again. So that's what this exclamation point is. But before I read this point, we have been joined by...
Exclamation point!
That's not your name.
Golden Loon.
Your name is now, exclamation point?
Golden Loon.
A Golden Loon. So, exclamation point, Golden Loon.
Well, I walked in the room and I heard, exclamation point!
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I'm just letting people know, what the exclamation point means. Because this is, and we're going to go through a couple examples of this, but so I'll reread this for you. 1513, explorer Juan Ponce de Leon claims Florida for Spain as the first known European to reach Florida.
Ooh.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was from our primary source. From our secondary source that I use from our phone, I'm sorry to do that again. Having spotted land on March 27th, Spanish explorer Juan Ponce de Leon came ashore on what is now the U.S. state of Florida, landing somewhere between the modern city of St. Augustine and the mouth of the St. Johns River. That's a little bit more, specific.
Yeah.
1550 here, Jewish physician Joseph Hakushyn was expelled from the city of Genoa, and then all Jews were soon after expelled, I presume. So I wonder what he did, and then... because the city didn't go after... Well, you're presuming
something I don't know about all Jews who were expelled after that.
Well, no, it says right here, all Jews expelled soon after. This is 1550. It's right here. Well, actually, they changed it a little bit. Jewish physician Joseph Hakushyn is expelled from the city of Genoa, followed by the expulsion of all Jews soon afterward.
So apparently I stopped listening.
Well, when did you start?
Watch it.
1595, Cornelis de Houtman's ships departed Holland for Asia via the Cape of Good Hope for the first Dutch expedition to the East Indies, heading for Indonesia. All right.
Yeah.
1792, the Coinage Act was passed, establishing the United States Mint and authorizing the $10 eagle, $5 half eagle, and $2.50 quarter eagle gold coins and silver dollar, half dollar, quarter, dime, and half dime. Wow. A half dime. A nickel.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 1801, during the Napoleonic Wars, the British, led by Horatio Nelson, destroyed the Danish fleet in the naval battle of Copenhagen. Horatio Nelson, really big name in naval history right there. One of the all-time greatest admirals, from what I know. But from another source, the French Revolutionary Wars. So that's weird. We have the Napoleonic Wars and French Revolutionary Wars.
Yeah.
Those are, I think, two different wars, but I don't know. And this is the same thing, because it says, in the Battle of Copenhagen, we just spoke about it here, a British Royal Navy squadron defeated a hastily assembled, smaller, mostly volunteer Dano-Norwegian Navy, Dano being Danish, at high cost, forcing Denmark out of the Second League of Armed Neutrality. Well, I don't even know what the heck that is.
I don't even know what it means.
Yeah. That's, but see, that's the point of doing the show and whatnot. It gets people the incentive to look. What does this mean? Go down this rabbit hole. We need a scholar. Yeah, we do. 1819, first successful agricultural journal, American Farmer, first published. All right. 1827, U.S. inventor Joseph Dixon of Salem, Massachusetts, began manufacturing lead pencils.
Ooh, I wonder if he was a witch. Can't be he and witch in the same barrel.
Well, that would make him a warlock, and would that make pencils a wand? And the pen is mightier than the sword.
That questions.
So Avada Kedavra, I can make a pencil turn into rubber. So yeah, I'm a wizard.
Well, let me be clear.
1827, we got that one. 1845, H.L. Fizeau and Leon Fauchelet took the first photo of the sun.
Wow.
Yeah. And actually,
that wasn't an easy feat.
No, the sun is light. How do you take photos of light? So
well, we know the sun's up there circular like that, but how do you diffuse it so it doesn't just blind the lens like it'll blind your eyes?
I think maybe taking it through a welder's mask or something.
Something filtered, yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be something filtered.
But that's it right there.
Yeah, no,
So,
I'm looking at it.
yeah.
You bet.
Yeah.
I love it.
You're not supposed to look at the sun. It'll...
I know. Well, you can filter and look through it, you know.
Yeah.
When there's going to be eclipse, don't look right at the sun. Thank you.
That one picture.
I learned that from the age of 3, you know.
Well, I mean, like that one picture of that real estate mogul who's doing this, you know. know what I'm talking about?
No.
Like, hold on a second. Let me bring this up here really quick. Friggin', like the internet went wild with this. This is why is it deleted? What the heck?
Oh, is this Trump?
Yeah, open image in, where is it? There we go. This is what. I guess that's not the right picture, but there's a picture out there. Oh,
so
he
no
did have
filter, just squeaky.
Yeah.
Oh, there he goes.
Well, he does have sunglasses, but this is the picture that was famous. Looking up, squinting at the sun.
You can see it's old. Look at how short his sun is. This is a lot of years ago.
Oh wow, yeah. So that's Barron right there.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Who's what, 6'9", 6'10", or
yeah,
something?
he's only half his height in this picture.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like I say, a lot of years ago.
Anyway, getting back into history here, 1865, battle at Fort Blakely, Alabama, last major battle of the U.S. Civil War. Yeah.
The last battle.
The last major.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
there's
true.
still skirmishes
True.
and whatnot. But while that was happening, same date, same year, 1865, Confederate President Jefferson Davis fled the Confederate capital of Richmond, Virginia.
I wonder where he fled to.
Away. So.
But did he leave the...
No, he was later captured, I think.
Okay.
So I don't think he left the Confederacy
That's
land.
what I was asking, yeah.
No. And then 1866, U.S. President Andrew Jackson ended the Civil War in Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Mississippi, Louisiana, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Virginia. All right.
So he must have been the president before Abraham Lincoln.
Andrew Johnson. No, Lincoln. This is after Lincoln.
18th.
Lincoln.
Was assassinated in 64, I think. Yeah.
Maybe.
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so it will be after. Yeah.
Yeah. 1872, U.S. engineer George Brayton patented an internal combustion engine, the Brayton cycle. All right.
I never heard of that.
Neither have I. So, 1877, first Easter egg roll held on White House lawn. I think they still do it today. It's when they roll Easter eggs or
whatever
something.
They do, but they I don't know if you push it with your nose or I don't know. Could be something.
It's a real scramble.
You just fried my brain.
Well, we're really poaching things now. So, but we're always sunny side up, just coming out of our shells.
I am sorry, folks, that I started him off.
No, I started me off, and then you encouraged me, and
I encouraged you. Let's put it like that.
I was gonna stop.
Yeah, I know.
But you just gave me more ammo. 1877, the first human cannonball act performed by 14-year-old Rosa Matilda Richter, known as Zazzle, at the Royal Aquarium in London. Oh. We actually have a photo of that right here. Where is it? Right there. It's rather small, but you can see her. So that's an actual picture of it.
Yeah.
So, actually, you know what? I have it in my folder over here, so I can just bring this and do this, so that way we can actually see it. There we go.
Yeah.
So now you can see it.
Yeah.
It's really cool. What else do we got here? 1881, Sixth Impressionist exhibition opened in Paris, organized by Edgar Degas, and showing his famous Little Dancer of 14 Years, the only sculpture shown in his lifetime. It's a bit of a concerning title in today's thing. So, 1884, London prison for debtors was closed.
Oh,
so they used to put the debtors in prison.
Yeah, when you didn't pay your debts, you were going to jail.
Yeah, but what's stopping the person in charge of that?
Now it's not even a crime.
Yeah. 1902, Electric Theater, the first full-time movie theater in the United States, opened in Los Angeles, California.
Huh.
All right.
That's an odd first full-time theater.
Yeah, and actually there's a picture right here, the Electric Theater right there. That's the entrance.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Actually, why did I keep doing this? I can just do this right here. Boom.
Well, we got enough to look at it.
Yeah.
It was good.
1911, the Australian Bureau of Statistics conducted the country's first national census.
Okay.
That's pretty cool, but doesn't tell us what the number was, how many people were there.
No, they should have.
Oh. 1912, the ill-fated RMS Titanic underwent sea trials under its own powers.
Well, it sank in 1912.
Yeah. 1917, Jeannette Rankin, a representative Republican Montana, began her term as the first woman member of the U.S. House of Representatives.
Wow, I didn't know it went that far back.
Yeah, that was before.
They could vote.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, no, so it's been a year or maybe two since last time we spoke about this on this show. But I remember we going off about that because suffrage was 1919, 1920, 21, somewhere in there. So she was holding an office before she can even vote. That's pretty crazy,
I wonder if they allowed her to vote in the House.
And what's
sorry, you can't vote.
Well, that is a good question. But see, what's really interesting is all the feminists going around today complaining about this, that, the other. They never talk about this. Because that goes against their agenda. So, 1917 as well, U.S. President Woodrow Wilson asked Congress to declare war against Germany. Yeah, this piece of crap, this mother... You want to talk about somebody who's potentially worse than Hitler. It's this guy.
Well,
he's just an absolute disgusting... sleaze
socialist,
piece
or
of...
you want to call him a Marxist, whatever you want to call him. That's what he was.
Yeah. 1921, Albert Einstein lectured in New York City on his new theory of relativity. Yeah. 9 years later, the first New York to Bermuda airplane flight landed in Bermuda. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
While that was happening, Ras Tafari Makonnen proclaimed Emperor Haile Selassie of Abyssinia, Ethiopia. Okay.
I don't know when you said Ross. Ross Perot just popped into my head. Obviously, way before he was ever born.
Ross Perot?
Ross Perot.
Ross Perot.
He ran for president.
Oh, yeah, the business guy.
And did really, really good.
Yeah.
And he's turning out to be right on so many things. Had we had him as a president, we'd probably have a different country today.
If anyone knows how corrupt things are, it would be businessmen. Because they're the ultimate in sleaze, and they know how to work the system for their benefit.
But a lot of this corruption, they're going, whoops, this is what Ross Perot said.
Yeah. The first thing I think of Ross is Ross Tafarian or something.
I don't even know who that is.
That's a lifestyle.
Never heard of it.
It's from Jamaica, the Rastafarian lifestyle.
Never heard of it.
With their big beanies and their dreads and everything.
No.
You don't know what a Rastafarian is?
No.
Hold on a second. I gotta look this up here really quick. Rastafarian. This.
Oh. I
didn't
know it had a name.
It's a whole culture.
It looks like, what do you call it? What do they call down there?
Well, what's his face?
Singer.
Yeah, no. Not Bob Dylan.
Bob
Dylan?
No. Right on my tongue when you said it.
Bob. Hold on a second. Rastafarian singer. This guy. He was reggae.
He is reggae.
But reggae is like Rastafarian type thing.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. I just can't think of his name.
Bob Marley.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, no, I think he was a Rastafarian. I think it's a lifestyle, yeah.
So okay.
Yeah, and Pastafarian is a religion that believes in the great spaghetti monster. So, yeah.
Never heard of that either.
Well, you're not around on the internet. Yeah. 1930, after the mysterious...
It wasn't age appropriate. Reverse.
After the mysterious death of Empress Zewitu, Haile Selassie was proclaimed Emperor of Ethiopia. Actually, we covered that in this one here. So mysterious death. That kind of sounds fishy there.
Yeah.
So, 1931, 17-year-old girl Jackie Mitchell struck out New York Yankees stars Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig in an exhibition baseball game at Engel Stadium in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
A girl knocking out these superstars. Well, a 17-year-old anybody knocking out these. But seriously, once again, all these feminists always going around, they never talk about things like this. If you really want to empower yourselves, talk about things like this because this is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't sit there and complain, oh, we're victims, boo-hoo, feel sorry for us. No! Show the world how much better you are. That's how you win. 1932, Tarzan the Ape Man released starring Olympic swimmer Johnny Weissmuir in his first of 12 Tarzan movies.
Yeah.
All right. Do they have him in here in blackface? It kind of looks like that.
No. He's just a shadow of...
Oh, wait, no, that's the author. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It was Weissmuller, wasn't his name?
Johnny Weissmuller.
Yeah.
Muller, yeah. 1932, Charles Lindbergh turned over $50,000 as ransom for his kidnapped son. Now, here's the thing, several things about Charles Lindbergh that a lot of people don't realize. First off, he was a Nazi sympathizer and a supporter. He supported their anti-Jewish agendas and mentalities. And a week prior to the son going missing, he had played a prank on his wife by using a ladder to climb up into his son's window, like he was still an infant and everything, and then take him, and then try to scare his wife into thinking that he had been abducted, and then he pulled out his son. Oh no, I got you, haha. Well, it is theorized that he was trying to do it again, but he screwed up and dropped his son, from the second story on the ladder, and then to avoid, being the one, because he was a superstar of our country back then, and that would be a huge besmirchment.
Yeah.
So he just he was kidnapped, blah blah blah, and then he used his power and influence to just blame some random guy, and get away with it scot-free. But I believe that in the theory that Charles Lindbergh is the one who dropped. He did not intentionally kill his son, but he did kill his son.
Okay.
So, 1945, diplomatic relations between the Soviet Union and Brazil are established. Oh, wonderful. So now you get a choice. You can go to Gulag or go to Brazil. So, 1954, Ed Wood's cult classic film Glenn or Glenda, initially screened as I Changed My Sex, premieres in San Francisco, California. Of course it did. Premiere there. So, of all places. 1954, plans to build Disneyland was first announced. It's telling me to see January 26th. So I guess is that when it was started, or when it...
I don't know.
Something about January 6th.
This isn't...
Yeah.
Yeah, this is when it was on the drawing board and everybody told me it's crazy.
Yeah. 1954 as well, a 19-month-old infant was swept up in the ocean tides at Hermosa Beach, California. Local photographer John L. Gaunt took a picture of this incident later to win the 1955 Pulitzer Prize for his Tragedy by the Sea. And that's it up here. So, the grieving mother, I guess that's the father there. And I think that's the child. I don't know, there's something in the ocean that's...
I don't care.
I can't. It's awful.
Yeah.
So. 1956, soap operas As the World Turns and Edge of the Night premiered on CBS. These two soaps became the first daytime dramas to debut in the 30-minute format. It's pretty cool right there.
Yeah.
I'm looking around to see if we have any comments. Not yet. 1958, wind speed reaches a record 450 kilometers per hour in Tornado, Wichita Falls, Texas. Oh, in a tornado.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So I thought that was like the name of a city or something. I'm like,
and I go, wait, tornado? There is a tornado city? No, because I was expecting in a tornado.
Yeah, in a tornado. Yeah. Okay. 1960, Cuba bought oil from the USSR. Uh-oh. Yeah. That's not good. Wow, that was going on.
Yeah, that's it. What's his name's there?
Yeah, Fidel?
Yeah.
You mean Justin Trudeau's father?
Okay.
1960, Mabry Harper caught a world record 25-pound walleye at Cedar Bluff on the Cumberland River in Tennessee.
What's a walleye?
It's a fish.
Well, I got that.
Well, then why'd you ask?
What kind of fish is a walleye?
One that's in the water.
Is it edible? Is it, is it huge? Or why is it in the news?
Well, because apparently, walleye is... This doesn't look big enough to be 25 pounds, so I guess this is like a monster walleye.
Yeah, sounds like
so, oh, here we go. Look at the size of that one. That's a big one, yeah.
Yeah.
1962, Eye of the Needle, a revolving restaurant, opened atop the Space Needle at the Century 21 Exposition, World's Fair in Seattle, Washington, designed by architect John Graham Jr.
The needle's still there.
Now, not to start going off on too much crazy conspiracy stuff, but I'm kind of subscribed to the belief in the whole mud flood thing, and there's a whole thing going on about between that, a reset in society that's already happened, Cabbage Patch stuff. Anybody listening to this, go look this up. Follow the rabbit hole down yourself. I'm not going to go off on all this, but there are so many connections, and we have we all know about what happened in Lahaina and Maui in Hawaii. We all know about the fire in L.A. We know about what happened on the East Coast with the several hurricane stuff, them destroying all these areas for their smart city plans and all that stuff. Well, the Olympics are being held out here in 2028. Mm-hmm. There's apparently a World's Fair coming, and then some other thing. So I have a feeling that like all of this is connected. So, but I'm not going to make the connections for you. Go and make the connections yourself. I just gave you, something that you can use to get you started on those rabbit holes. So, but go and give it a look and keep an open mind. 1962, the first official Panda crossing, black and white lines, was opened outside Waterloo Station in London. And that's why they call it, like, I added the black and white lines, because initially on our source here, because this was 66, so it says here, 1962 actually, first official Panda crossing opens outside Waterloo. What the heck's a Panda crossing?
Yeah.
Oh, is it a crossing for panda bears? Okay, but why in London? What the hell's going on? But no, it's panda because it's black and white.
Yeah.
And instead of lines, it was like triangle things.
Yeah. So
whenever you cross the street, the lines, that's a panda crossing. That's
kind of cool.
Yeah. The more you know. 1966, Soviet Union's Luna 10 became the first spacecraft to orbit the moon. All right. 1968, Chad created the Union of Central African States. All right. 2 years later, 1970, two men began ascent of south face of Annapurna 1, the highest final stage in a wall climb in the world. I wonder what the height is. 1972, New York Mets manager Gil Hodges collapsed just minutes after completing a round of golf in West Palm Beach, Florida, and died of a heart attack. Yikes!
Wow, Gil Hodges. Now, what? Who was he with? He
was just there playing golf.
No, I know. I thought it said the New York Mets manager.
Yeah.
I never knew he managed it because he was a big Dodger guy. Played for the Dodgers.
Huh.
Gil Hodges. Yeah, he is one of the big ones when they moved out here in '56.
Yeah, it looks like his jersey says Dodgers.
Yeah, but he managed the Mets. I didn't know that.
Well, now we know.
Yeah.
Also in 1972, actor Charlie Chaplin returned to the United States for the first time since being labeled a communist during the Red Scare in the early 50s.
And what year was that?
1972.
I didn't realize he was around that long.
I didn't either. 1973, ITT admits to asking CIA to influence Chilean presidential election. Stop meddling! Stop meddling! I mean, you want to ban things like, I'm happy TikTok got banned, but YouTube needs to be banned, Facebook needs to be banned, so much stuff.
I don't think TikTok's banned yet.
Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't really care. Honestly, personally, I think the entirety of the internet needs to shut down. So.
I'd say bye-bye to this show then.
Well, that's a necessary sacrifice to better the entirety of the world. So, yeah. 1973, launch of the LexisNexis computerized legal research service. I wonder what that is.
I have no idea.
Let's look this up here really quick. LexisNexis, because that sounds kind of concerning right there. LexisNexis is a corporation providing computer-assisted legal research as well as business research and risk management services.
Just a catchy name, then.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. There might be something nefarious as well, but 1976, Portuguese constitution was assumed. Okay, it's pretty cool. 1978, Georges de Mestral's patent for velvet-type fabric expired. Put Velcro in the open market. All right. Hello, Velcro. Yeah. 1979, a Soviet bio-warfare laboratory at Sverdlovsk accidentally released airborne anthrax spores, killing 66 people and an unknown amount of livestock. That's a whoopsie-doodle. So, 1980, in his first full-time season in the NHL, Wayne Gretzky scored for Edmonton in a 1-1 tie with Minnesota North Stars to become the youngest player to reach 50 goals at 19 years and 2 months of age.
The great one.
Wayne Gretzky, like him and Mike Bossy, Gordie Howe.
They call him Gretzky the Great One.
Yeah, well, ice hockey great, yeah. So, and he looks so much like Tobey Maguire. Or I guess Tobey Maguire looks like him. I don't know. 1980 as well, Montreal right wing Guy Lafleur scored twice to become the first player in NHL history to record 6 straight 50-goal seasons as the Canadiens defeated the Red Wings 7-2 at Detroit. All right. 1980 as well, United States President Jimmy Carter, the peanut farmer, signed the Crude Oil Windfall Profits Tax Act. What the heck is that? Just look
You
that
had
up
to pay
here.
a special tax when you made a bunch of money off your oil.
Oh, okay. Well, 1982, several thousand Argentine troops invaded and seized the Falkland Islands from the United Kingdom. Yeah, the Falkland Island Wars, in which the UK came down there and showed them the business.
Yeah.
And so, basically, their version of Grenada. So,
Yeah.
I guess so.
I still don't know why they own that island. They're so far away from England.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I was talking in Discord earlier to some people in SFU, like, about in the Geneva Convention or something that came out of World War II, we were abolishing colonies. Like, nobody can have colonies anymore. So why does Britain still have colony in 1983?
Yeah.
Why do we still have Puerto Rico? Why do we still own the Philippines?
Is it Norway that has Greenland up there? Look how far away they are.
Yeah.
Europe to all the way up here in the north.
You're either
there's Norway, right?
I don't really know. But either has to be independent or fully, completely, and totally part of something. No more of this colonial, no more of this protectorate, principality, afuela, 1983, New York Islanders right-wing Mike Bossy scored in a 6-3 win over the Pittsburgh Penguins to become the first player in NHL history to score 60 goals in 3 consecutive seasons. A lot of amazing, things happening in the world of hockey on this date. I guess it's Hockey Day. 1985, the NCAA Ruled Committee adopts a 45-second shot clock for men's basketball to begin in the 1986 season in an effort to eliminate stalling. I'm really happy that you're here today because, I wanted you to listen to this and get any insight.
Yeah. Well, there was a basketball game. SC played UCLA, and UCLA in their dominant years was almost undefeated for a number of years. Anyways, they decided to put on a full court stall, and I think UCLA barely won 5-4 or something like that. So they said, no, we can't have that.
Yeah.
So that was the seed. I don't know how many years later it was that this got passed.
1986 here. Now, this is the prime example of why I really wanted to get back into utilizing more than just one source. So let's see here. 1986. George Corley Wallace, a Democratic governor in Alabama, announced his retirement plans. Okay. That's just a nothing article. Nobody cares, whatever. However, our source is leftist, and they do like to cover their allies' butts. So from our other source here, we have Alabama Governor George Wallace, a former segregationalist best known for the stand in the schoolhouse door, announced that he will not seek a fifth 4-year term and will retire from public life upon the end of the term in January 1987. So you'd think that, the left being, so progressive and so for, black rights would put in that information, but no, they don't.
He was going to run for, or he did, but I don't think so. Run for
president.
For president.
Oh God!
But he got shot and ended up in a wheelchair.
Well,
paralyzed from the legs down.
You reap what you sow. Yeah. 1986. We already got this one. Wait a minute. No, this is something else. 1986, NCAA Basketball Rules Committee voted to adopt the three-point shot beginning in 1986-87 season. Sets college distance at 19 feet 9 inches compared to 21 feet in the NBA. Very interesting.
It was a much closer line.
Yeah. Now, do you want to pimp what we're doing this Sunday? Really quick.
Well, we have a new show coming up called "I'm Okay, You're Okay," and we're going to have different opinions on random topics, whatever it is. And have generally two different sized viewpoints to the topic.
But specifically this Sunday, our first episode is going to be
about, one of the things is the 3-point line.
Yep.
And has it made the NBA better or not?
Or worse? What has it done? And I argue that it has algorithmed the hell out of basketball to the point where...
don't pimp it anymore.
Yeah, okay. Moving on up to, we got that one, 86. New York City Mayor Ed Koch signed and brought the gay rights bill into effect. As a redundancy to the Constitution, all men, all humans are created equal.
Yeah, Koch, by the way.
Koch, whatever. As soon as you start, because see, all men are created equal. Boom, simple, done. Very easy language. But then you make something like this. What are you saying, that gays are not equal prior to the writing of this? I don't find that right. You know?
Well, it also doesn't say women are created equal.
Well, no. Humanity, like,
yeah, I understand. Like, yes, it is.
Well, it's a vernacular. For whatever reason, we call males men and women, or females women. We are mankind.
Yes.
Man is the species, but for whatever reason, the species has just turned into the vernacular for half of it. It's weird.
Well, that's what's been put upon us in recent years. All men created equal doesn't mean everybody anymore, and it should. It is exactly what you're saying. It represents all people.
Because, well, mankind, humanity, we are all man. Man is the species, not the gender, or the sex, or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, 1992, in New York, mafia boss John Gotti was found guilty of 5 murders, those of Paul Castellano, Thomas Pilati, Robert Di Bernardo, Liborio Milito, and Louis DeBono, plus conspiracy to murder, loan sharking, illegal gambling, obstruction of justice, bribery, and tax evasion, later to be sentenced to life in prison. Well, good.
John Gotti was the head of the head on that thing, and if they nailed him down, it's amazing.
Yeah, he's screwed. Yeah. 1995, longest strike in American Major League sports history, 232 days, ended as MLB owners accepted players' offers to return to work without a contract. MLB is the first to offer pro sports league to lose an entire postseason due to labor struggles.
Yeah. I believe they had a shortened season that year or something. I can't remember which one's which. I think basketball had a shortened season once.
And that's how you play ball in a court of law. I don't know. 1995, New York Police Department and New York Transit Police merged into one organization. All right. And then looking to see if we have any comments. None yet. Doesn't look like it. Nope. All right. What else do we got here? 1996, Detroit Tigers slugger Cecil Fielder stole first base in 1097th career game. A 10-6 win at Minnesota Twins. Longest duration in MLB history without a stolen base. All right. 96 as well. Vancouver Grizzlies beat Minnesota Timberwolves 105-103 at General Motors Place Arena to end their NBA single-season record 23-game consecutive loss streak.
The Grizzlies are no longer in Vancouver.
Oh. What, did they migrate?
Yeah, they moved to Minnesota.
Oh, okay. And I'm wondering if that's still the record, and I didn't catch it. That is their personal record, not the all-time NBA record.
I believe that would stand for an NBA record. They're not going to put up someone's personal record.
Well, no, for the team. It's the record for that team, but not the record for the whole NBA. So, because, to end their NBA, not the NBA single season. So it's a record for that team. So I wonder what the NBA record is for a single season, consecutive loss streak. Well, I'm asking the audience to put that into the
I don't care. You can move
section.
On anytime.
Yeah. 2001 Seattle outfielder Ichiro Suzuki has 2 hits and became the first Japanese position player to play in a regular season MLB game as Mariners defeated Oakland A's 5-4 at Safeco Field. All right. 2002 Israeli forces surround the Church of the Nativity in Bethlehem, into which armed Palestinians had retreated. A siege ensued. 2003, at 27 years, 249 days, Texas Rangers infielder Alice Rodriguez became the youngest MLB player to hit 300 home runs. Homers off of Raymond Ortiz in 5th inning of an 11-5 loss to the Angels in Anaheim. All right. 2005, Bubba Stewart becomes the first black U.S. citizen to win a major sports event when he took out the Monster Energy motorsports event. When he took out the Monster Energy AMA Supercross Championship event in Irving, Texas. All right. That's cool. 2006, over 60 tornadoes broke out in the United States. Hardest hit was Tennessee, with 29 people killed. Yeah, supercell right there. 60 tornadoes, one day, I believe. That's madness.
Incredible.
2013, the United Nations General Assembly approved the first arms trade treaty. And I wonder what that entails. Arms trade treaty. Oh. You know what? Let me look that up here really quick just to see if we can get a summary. Arms trade treaty. Okay. Let me. It just says is a multilateral treaty that regulates the international trade in conventional weapons. It entered into force on December 24th, 2014. 116 states have ratified the treaty, and a further 26 states have signed but not ratified it. The ATT is an attempt to regulate the international trade of conventional weapons. Okay. For the purpose of contributing to the international and regional peace, reducing human suffering, and promoting cooperation, transparency, and responsible action by and among states. All that does is just open the door for a black market.
Exactly what I was going to say. That's only for the people that want to follow the rules.
Yeah. In 2013, Uruguay passed legislation to legalize same-sex marriage. Cool.
Yeah.
You know, so now people can't even utilize that joke. Oh, Uruguay. You know.
Oh. Boo.
So.
Boo, boo.
2015, 4 men stole items worth up to £200 million from an underground safe deposit facility in London's Hatton Garden area in what has been called the largest burglary in English legal history. Dang. Mm-hmm. £200 million. Mm-hmm. Gee, that's heavy, Doc. 2019, Algerian President Abdelaziz Bouteflika, at the age of 82, resigned after 20 years in office after widespread protest over running for another term. Well, yeah,
it's time to go.
At 82, go retire, dude. Like
that brings up the question. They are now. Everybody's questioning: do we need an age limit for the presidency of the United States?
Yes, we do. We absolutely do, and. We need a maximum wage as well.
That's what I'm saying.
You know,
we already have a minimum age.
No, I'm saying a maximum wage. We need a maximum age, maximum wage.
What does wage have to do with it? They already make next to nothing compared to what other CEOs make.
That's not what I'm talking about. Like, we have a minimum wage, we have a minimum age. We need a maximum wage and a maximum age. You know, so that way there is a ceiling. And
so you're going to limit what someone can make?
Yes.
No.
If you're a person in Congress and you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year off of taxpayer money, and you don't work, what are you doing? You're a leech, you know. So we need a maximum. We need a ceiling, so that way these people can't be career politicians and get paid to do nothing.
Well, there should be limited terms. That I agree with. There should definitely be limited terms.
Yeah, and as soon as they bring in limited terms, they're going to skyrocket their wages unless we put a cap on it. Yes, that's how they play the game. They're corrupt. 2019, Canada is warming at twice the speed of the rest of the world, according to a federal report, increasing 2.3% in northern Canada. Yeah, horse crap. All this environmentalism, climate change, bull honky. So, 2019 as well, NASA stated it wanted to send astronauts to Mars by 2033 and land on the moon again in 2024. Well, they didn't do the second part. That's come and gone. So, yeah.
True.
Yeah. 2020, a new study showed Western Antarctica once swampy with temperate forests 93 to 83 million years ago during the Cretaceous period, according to Alfred Wegener Institute. Okay, yeah, no, it was because Pangea. Like, you know, what people don't put into the equation that back in the day the Sahara was a lush rainforest because it was physically in a different area on the planet because everything's moving, you know. 2021, new study suggests the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs 66 million years ago created South America's tropical rainforests. All right. So, 2022, Ukraine liberated the entire Kiev region from retreating Russian forces. Okay. 2 years ago, 2023, footage of deepest living fish ever recorded, the snailfish, released, caught on camera at the depth of 27,349 feet, or 8,336 meters. To put that into perspective, that is over 5 miles deep. Or basically a quarter of a way to between here and LA. So, yeah. So, in the Izu Ogashawa Trench, south of Japan. And if you want to know what that fish looks like, here it is. The snailfish, right there, this one.
Huh.
Yeah. And then we have 2023 as well. Lake Tulare, once the largest body of water west of the Mississippi, Reemerged after a series of storms in California's Central Valley to cover 160 square miles.
Yeah.
And completely destroy a lot of farmland.
It's a huge lake in its natural state.
Mm-hmm. 2024, Bassirou Diomaye Faye took office as president of Senegal and Africa's youngest elected president at the age of 44. All right.
Yeah.
That was made just last year.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And last but not least, there are 141 more billionaires in the world in 2024, 2,781 in total according to Forbes, including Taylor Swift for the first time. Okay? So, there are 2,781 billionaires in the world.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Too many people are hoarding wealth. Not to sound like a communist, but if it's all going to one small section of society and everybody else is left with nothing, things need to change.
Well, you want to be staggered. Look up how many 100 billionaires there are. $100 billion billionaires.
141 more billionaires in this world within it. So in 1 year, there were 141 more billionaires on top of the 2,600 whatever it was.
Yeah.
You know?
But I'm saying there is a number of 100 billionaires.
Yeah.
Which is staggering. $100 billion?
Yeah. How much money do you need?
1 billion is 1,000 million?
Yep.
Sheesh.
Yeah. But anyway, that shall conclude the show. Please check the underbar in the description below for any links that you may find interesting, including but not limited to all things Omni Coalition. A lot of history has and continues to be made on a daily basis. We can only bring you a portion. Please check our sources. You know, they're down there. For your dose of Pacifism Daily, we stream every day or try to at 11 in the morning Pacific Time, which is 12 noon Mountain, 1 Central, and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, respectively. For all of you and all of us, I'm A.O. Xander.
Golden Loon.
And you, viewer, are you. Thank you so much for watching. And until you catch us next time, whenever that is, wherever that is, don't forget